An exclusive 5 on Your Side investigation uncovering significant new details involving the man some believe is behind one of Cleveland's biggest housing frauds. Good evening, I'm Danita Harris.
And I'm Chris Flanagan. It has left more than 100 foreclosed homes and a trail of angry investors who believe they were scammed. Chief Investigator Ron Regan joins us now live following a nationwide search.
Well, we began searching for Michael Alexander last January. His former business partner told us he stole millions of dollars, money that was raised to buy foreclosed homes here in Cleveland, including one that exploded. Investors say he disappeared into thin air until now. Hey, Michael, I wanted to ask you a question. How are you? I'm in News Channel 5 Cleveland. Can you tell me what you did with millions of dollars that investors gave your company? He's one of the men that investors told us took their money and ran.
Millions and millions taken in by this, and how did it all end?
It all ended with pretty much nothing. People were out of the money, the office closed down, Michael Alexander and Mark Tao disappeared, and no properties.
Michael Alexander and Mark Tao were business partners.
My partner and I, Mr. Mark Tao, work directly with the banks.
In this video, Alexander describes the deal.
We have some very exciting and very interesting, but most importantly, some very lucrative information we're going to share with you tonight.
Easy Access Funding bought up at least 129 homes in Cleveland, but records show the company has ignored $335,000 in housing code fines, $500,000 more in unpaid taxes, and another $32 million in contempt sanctions for failure to appear in housing court over the last 3 years. Our investigation got the attention of prosecutors.
We are reviewing their conduct here in our community.
As prosecutors back in Cleveland review Michael Alexander and Easy Access for possible criminal charges, a tip took us here to Philadelphia. And another surprise.
Mark has been an attorney, practiced law for over 30 years. His specialty is real estate. It's also his passion as his mind.
She asked not to be identified, but after spotting our Newsnet 5 investigation online, she called us from Philadelphia. Alexander, she said, was in town pitching a different business deal.
This is wild. This is the same person that I met.
But when we arrived at a Philadelphia hotel, Alexander was gone. From Cleveland to Southern California and Philadelphia to Texas. We finally caught up with Michael Alexander here in Dallas, and he had some surprising answers. Can you tell me what you did with millions of dollars that investors gave your company?
I didn't do anything with it. All the money went into Mark Tao's account.
Really, he claims that you helped defraud people.
Well, that's not true. As I told you, if you check the records, you'll find that there was only one bank account for Easy Access Funding, which was his account, and all the money went into his account. I was not even on the account.
Where is the money?
You'd have to ask him. I don't know.
Well, I did ask him. We found Mark Tao last January. In letters to investors, he claims Alexander stole in excess of $2 million and forged Tao's signature on real estate documents. Scam anybody?
Let me tell you, I lost $3 million, sir. I lost my license, my livelihood, my health. I lost $3 million. I'm looking at you and telling you that. And I was the biggest victim here.
You understand I'm a victim here, that he used me to promote this, and I believe that he was sincere and genuine.
Mr. Alexander is a big part of the fraud.
Homes are sitting in Cleveland falling apart. Investors around the country feel that you ran away with their money. And you've had nothing to say on this publicly for more than 2 years until I just found you.
I have no control over the situation.
Well, why wouldn't you want to step forward and clear
I would be more than happy to step forward if someone told me how I could help.
How can you not be culpable?
Because Michael is very, very smart.
I was not responsible nor a party to any of this. It's all Mark Tao. He's doing, you know, his song and dance and his Texas two-step.
But Alexander declined to talk about what you might call his North Carolina two-step. Turns out his real name is Michael Pedwell.
Found was a capsized boat with no one aboard.
25 years ago, Pedwell faked his own death for profit.
The Coast Guard recovered his boat, but Headwell had vanished.
I was supposed to return in about an hour, hour and a half, and failed to return.
Court records show he later pled guilty to insurance fraud and changed his name to Alexander.
You were charged with insurance fraud.
No, I was not. That had nothing.
You were not?
No.
You were never charged with insurance fraud?
That
Ever?
that had nothing to do with that
Well, what did insurance,
accident.
what did that have to do with?
What do you want to talk about? Do you
Well,
want to talk about the housing situation?
No, let's talk about the insurance fraud right
No, I don't want to talk to you anymore.
now. Well, I want to talk about the insurance
Thank
fraud.
you.
Well, neither Alexander nor Tao have been charged with a crime in connection with this case, but no one from Easy Access Funding has responded to housing court violations or to a civil lawsuit alleging that their company contributed to that home that exploded here in Cleveland. I'll keep you up to date on what happens next. Live in Cleveland, I'm Chief Investigator Ron Regan.